shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. The Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. The city like splash me, rapping the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tag, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll, yeah. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. We moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we Lunatik Raider, always on the road. On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Woo! With a brand new secret. Yo, I know the city that's so star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. The Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. The city like splash me, rapping the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tag, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll, yeah. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we Lunatik Raider, always on the road. On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Woo! With a brand new secret. Yo, I know the city that's so star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation. Welcome to the Lunatik Raider Show. This is the day after the bomb went booyah. You feel me? The day after the bomb went booyah. So since the firing of AP is literally news, today we're gonna face forward. We're gonna look ahead. We're gonna look down the road and look at the possible candidates that the Raiders be interested in becoming the next head coach of our Las Vegas Raiders. Today we're just going to run through a list of names, but I'll do a breakdown of them each day. Today I want to look at Mike Vrabel, former New England Patriot, former head coach of the Tennessee Titans. He's out there. He was a consultant with the Cleveland Browns that ended December 30th, so now he's free to roam and choose or be chosen to go to another situation to become a head coach. But Mike Vrabel is who we're going to look at today. There's other people too, and I'm also got an interesting connection that I just remembered and like one to one together and came out with two of the connections with a certain individual from Detroit, as well as the individual that's currently on the Raiders roster coaching staff. So without further delay, man, let's get into the content, shall we? Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Yes, indeed, we got Raider Paul in the building with the Raiders. Got to make sure I don't look. Hey, the voice is coming back, bro. Hey, I'll be able to hit that high note one time. You feel me? Hey, this is what I put out there. Put the Temptations back together and I still got it. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. I still got it. I still got it. Shout out to y'all, man. We got Graham Cam in the building, man. What it do, man? Top of the afternoon, man. Yes, indeed. Egotarian in the building. What it is, my friend. Got you up in here, man. I appreciate you. For real. Let me say that. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, too. I ain't gonna miss out on y'all, because y'all been coming through lately. Feel me? Let me see what else we got up here. Fear Raider, my guy, man. What it is. He said no more Patriots. You hear that? Hey, Raiders front. Hey, no more Patriots. But then again, damn, we got Seymour and Brady as part owners. So I guess we can't never run from that tag. You feel me? Hey, run and tuck that. You feel me? Shout out to SoCal Sal in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you as well. Hope all is well with each and every one of y'all, man. For real. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm gonna go through some names. I'm gonna throw out there some stuff. Like I said, we're gonna look at these candidates. It has been said Mike Vrabel most likely will end up with the Patriots, but I heard there's some type of interest between us, the Raiders, and himself, Mike Vrabel. Also, the Raiders that we officially know, I heard also Tom Brady spoke to Bill Belichick to try to see if he wants to change his mind of becoming or not becoming, because he is crowned North Carolina Tar Heels. You know me, head coach. You know that you feel me? That Tar Heel blue. You feel me? He out there, man. And I guess Brady wants to test the temperature and see if he really wants to go that route, or does he want to come back to the NFL. So that's a rumor floating out there that Brady reached out to Belichick to see if he would be willing to come back and coach in the NFL, being the Las Vegas Raiders. Other names that the Raiders have put out to see if they had interest in was Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, and I got the tidbit on him. I'm going to come back to him in a moment. Aaron Glenn, which is also Detroit Lions defensive coordinator. Steve Spagnuolo, Kansas City's defensive coordinator, who has a long and extensive history of coaching, beginning in 1981. And so he's made many stops, been on Super Bowl championship teams, but he does have a wealth experience. And a tidbit on that one, he is an Al Davis lookalike. So keep your eyes on him. So let's get to Mike Vrabel. Well, before I get to Mike Vrabel, like I said, I broke down a little thing of his coaching history. So we'll play that in a minute. But once I told you earlier, this is not going to be a long podcast. We're just going to touch on these guys real quick. And like I'm going to do an extensive breakdown daily of these individuals. So just, bear with me. So Mike Vrabel, that's the one big name everybody does have experience coaching, was the NFL's coach of the year in 2021 with Tennessee. I don't know what happened 2 years after that for him to be released. Tennessee, I can't call it. For someone to be named the best coach in the league in 2021, just 2 years later, bye-bye. That's why I said premature ejaculation is a disease. It is a disease. Damn it. It's a disease. Stay in there and fight. You feel me? But yeah, Mike Vrabel is the name out there. I want to take a look at Ben Johnson. That's another name a lot of Raider Nation is pulling for. He would be indeed a rookie head coach. But now we get to this part. The breakdown that the connection that Lunatik has discovered, and I'm going to break it down to you. So, we have an individual on our roster right now, a coach with former head coaching experience who has a Super Bowl under his belt in 2010. The hints is gonna add up. By the name of Joe Philbin. Joe Philbin came from Green Bay. Joe Philbin won a Super Bowl in Green Bay in 2010 versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. After that, 2012, Joe Philbin becomes head coach of the Miami Dolphins for 2012, 13, 14, and 15 before they let him go. But he had someone on his coaching staff that he added, a young gentleman by the name of Ben Johnson. Yeah, that's a Joe Philbin guy. Ben Johnson comes off the Joe Philbin coaching tree. This is where Ben Johnson gets a lot of his expertise with tight ends, assistant quarterback coaching, offensive assistant, all these under Joe Philbin, who is our offensive line coach. So there's a connection there. Is Joe Philbin still going to be part of the Raiders now that AP is gone? I don't know. Does the next head coach come in and pick his staff? Most likely. Who's that staff going to consist of? If it's Ben Johnson, maybe Joe Philbin. Joe Philbin is a very, very intelligent offensive mind. Every stop that Joe Philbin has been, he has lifted those offenses into being in the top 10. Now, when he went to Miami as the head coach in 2012, Joe Philbin lifted that offense, even though he didn't. He basically broke even in Miami with just slightly under a 500 record. All right, I think he had 2 more losses than wins, but he took that offense with Tannehill as his quarterback and brought them up and kept them in the top. What was it? Top 11 offensive stats, but was like top 3 in 3 different categories offensively. The whole time he was there. So Joe Philbin does have a very extensive knowledge of offense. You know what I mean? So maybe if Ben Johnson is the chosen one, because the Raiders have asked for permission to talk to him. So Ben Johnson is indeed a candidate on the Raiders list of potential head coaches. Now, with that being said, the other thing I want to look at is the defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions, which doing a superb job in Detroit. Considering the injuries that they have, you know what I mean? What he's making do of kind of reminds me of our defensive line coach. No matter the injuries, he's done his thing to make sure that we're starting to see the Snowdens and guys like this coming up off the practice squad and, you know what I mean, putting their footprint on this defense, or should I say thumbprint? I said footprint. Put their thumbprint on this defense under the right tutelage. That's what you need. You need the right coaches to get the best out of your best talent. You can't just get a guy like Brock Bowers and be like, all right, just play. No, he's been coached up. He's been coached up, and then to have the right coaches is indeed. So Ben Johnson, as well as Aaron Glenn, and then you got Spagnuolo with Kansas City, like I said, with a long history of being in the coaching ranks. You know what I mean? So now we're brought here to Mike Vrabel. Some people like him, some people don't. My thing was, I wanted AP to stay another year. Just so you don't have anything to judge year one by. You don't. The interim bullshit, no, you can't judge anybody by interim anything. You know what I mean? That's like me giving you my car and say, all right, I want you to take this to work. That's not your car. You know what I mean? It might not run or drive the way that you're used to or able to handle. You know what I mean? So the thing is, I believe he should have got 1 year and then let that 1 year judge his demise or his success. Because now you can use year 2 to go back and look at year 1 and be like, okay, he learned from his mistakes. Because we never know. What if year 2 AP could have took this to a 10-win team? Because there was wins on the board this year that we could have had. We should have beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We were in field goal range to beat them. You know what I mean? There was a couple of other games we had action at winning too. You know what I mean? So let's keep that in mind. It wasn't like everybody was beating us 40-10. And plus the end of this season and it seems a whole lot different when we swapped out the play callers with the same playbook. See, everybody want to look like, yeah, that's Scott and North Turner's. No, that's not their playbook. See, you got to remember, you got to look at them as interim. They're not the real, you know what I mean? Real deal Holyfield. They took over from somebody who implemented their offense. Getsy's offense was not Getsy's offense. That was Joe Philbin's offense brought over from the Green Bay Packers. How do I know that? Because Devontae Adams, when asked about Getsy coming on as offensive coordinator, Devontae was excited at. Remember? Oh, yeah, it's the same plays that we were running in Green Bay. Oh, was it, Devontae? Because those same plays you were running in Green Bay were Joe Philbin's playbook because he was the offensive coordinator. Getsy just happens to start off as a wide receiver coach and made it as far as QB coach, which Aaron Rodgers coming off sitting behind Brett Favre. What is the offense? What is Getsy going to teach Aaron Rodgers? I'll wait. You know what I mean? What can Getsy tell Aaron Rodgers to do to be a greater quarterback, even though that time span shared with Getsy, Rodgers was named MVP 3 times, I think it was, 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, bruh, who was Brady's offensive coordinator? I'm not offensive coordinator, but quarterback coach. Nobody knows. You know what I mean? Nobody knows. But yeah, man. So that was Joe Philbin's offense, which is the same offense that Joe Philbin had when he took to Miami, where Ben Johnson was his understudy. There's the connection. Yes, thank me later. Lunatic Raider does his research again. Now, let's get to the matter at hand. Let me see something real quick. So I did a breakdown of him. I don't want to stay too long, because Lunatic does have a duty of going to work and getting that cashola. You feel me? So with that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get you guys this breakdown of Mike Vrabel. So without further delay, man, let's go ahead and check that out, shall we? Let's go.
Vrabel was born on August 14, 1975 in Akron, Ohio. He is a 1993 graduate of Walsh Jesuit High School in nearby Cuyahoga Falls, where he was a standout on their football team coached by Jerry Rardin. Vrabel retired on July 10, 2011 to become the linebackers coach at Ohio State. On December 21, 2011, new Ohio State head coach Urban Meyer decided to keep Vrabel on as part of his coaching staff as defensive line coach. On January 10, 2014, Vrabel was hired by the Houston Texans as a linebackers coach. During his 3 seasons as linebackers coach, the Texans ranked 3rd in the NFL in yards allowed per game. In January 2016, news outlets reported that the San Francisco 49ers offered Vrabel their defensive coordinator job. Vrabel declined the offer and remained in Houston. In January 2017, the Texans named Vrabel as their defensive coordinator, moving previous coordinator Romeo Crennel to assistant head coach. He coached players such as J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, Whitney Mercilus, and Benardrick McKinney. On January 20, 2018, Vrabel was hired as the head coach of the Tennessee Titans on a 5-year deal. On September 16, 2018, Vrabel beat the Houston Texans 2017 in Week 2 for his first career win as a head coach. On September 30, 2018, he led the Titans to a 26-23 overtime victory over the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles in a Week 4 upset. On November 11, 2018, Vrabel beat his former longtime coach Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots in a 34-10 Week 10 victory. Under Vrabel, the Titans' defense improved from the 13th-ranked defense in 2017 to the 8th-ranked defense in 2018. Vrabel and the Titans narrowly missed the playoffs by 1 game and finished the 2018 season with a 9-7 record. The 2019 season saw the Titans once again finish 9-7. However, this would be enough to make the playoffs as a 6th seed. During a 16-0 shutout loss to the Denver Broncos in Week 6, Vrabel elected to bench quarterback Marcus Mariota in favor of Ryan Tannehill, a move that led to the Titans winning 7 of their final 10 games despite starting 2-4. In the wildcard round, Tennessee upset the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots 2013, led by running back Derrick Henry's 204 yards from scrimmage to advance to the divisional round. The Titans pulled off another upset against the top-seeded Baltimore Ravens, winning 28-12 behind another breakout performance from Henry with 202 scrimmage yards along with a passing touchdown on a trick play. With the victory, the Titans advanced to their first AFC championship in 17 seasons, where they were eliminated by the eventual Super Bowl 54 champion Kansas City Chiefs 35-24. For his work in the 2021-22 NFL season, he was named the AP Coach of the Year. Vrabel was dismissed from the Titans on January 9, 2024, following a 6-11 record in the 2023-24 season. After not landing a coordinator or head coaching job in the offseason, Vrabel was hired by the Cleveland Browns as a coaching and personnel consultant on March 15, 2024. His contract with the Browns expired on December 30th.
And there we have it. And see, another tidbit within there, you can see the connection between Joe Philbin also with Vrabel, because what that connection is that Tannehill going from Miami and ending up in Tennessee, there's that guy right there. There goes the quarterback that Vrabel benched Mariota for, Tannehill. So, yeah, man, there's a lot to look at. Tomorrow we'll do a thorough breakdown of Ben Johnson. See what he brings to the table, if possibly brought on as being head coach of the Raiders. You feel me? I'd like to thank you guys for pulling up. Like I said, this was a quick podcast. You know what I mean? I just want to throw some stuff out there because I've been hearing a lot of things going on within the Raider Nation as far as potential candidates who they've talked to. Like I said, Bill Belichick is the big name I'm hearing with Tom Brady. Saying that he does have a $10 million buyout of his contract in college. That's to protect him in case he moves back to the NFL, which now the possibility of doing such is now presented to him if this is the case indeed, with Tom Brady talking to him and asking about, are you sure? Do you want to be a college coach or do you want to give it another run in the pros? So, you know what I mean? With that being said, Vrabel, if not being named a head coach, could possibly be a candidate for being a defensive coordinator. Damn good at that job. Some guys are just better coordinators than they are head coaches. Facts, you know what I mean? And Vrabel, I think, would be a damn good defensive coordinator if Patrick Graham does move on to become a coach elsewhere, or maybe unilaterally going on to become a defensive coordinator as well if he decides, you know what I mean, I'm done. And I think that's one of the big reasons why he did not sign the extension that was offered to him before the season, because I think he was in a wait and see type situation where he wanted to wait and see what the stability at the head coaching position would be. Or possibly, could he be a candidate to be a head coach of the Raiders? I haven't heard his name. You would assume that could be a possibility, but we have not heard his name. We're hearing everybody else's name, you know what I mean, from Adam to Eve. You know what I mean? To come in and interview for this coaching job, man. So with that being said, man, shout out once again to the world's most dangerous chat. Without you, there is no me. Without us, there is no nation. There's only one nation, and that's the motherfucking Raider Nation. You got that shit? With that being said, you guys enjoy your hump day. Enjoy your hump day. Make it back home to your loved ones, man. Make sure you love them. You never know. One day, you might be out of a job as head coach after 1 year. Now, let me quit, man. I'm just bullshitting with y'all. Hey, y'all go ahead and do your thizzle, man. I'm about to get my ass up out of here and get ready for work, man. Y'all enjoy. And like I always, subscribe, like, and share this damn video, too. Because y'all part of the nation, you dig? I'm out of this. B-I-H.